They can be a source of disruption across our schools.
This summer, Baltimore County Public Schools, like many other districts in our area, addressed a problem.
There was widespread agreement that cell phone use distracts from learning in school.
Recent surveys sent out by BCPS found that parents and teachers overwhelmingly agree that cell phone usage in school is negatively affecting students. You can see nearly 88% of BCPS high school teachers surveyed strongly agree that cell phone use distracts from learning.
The research is clear on cell phone use for students in schools having a profound impact on their mental health and well-being.
Currently, in Baltimore County, most students are not allowed to use cell phones during school. However, high school students and some middle schoolers can use their phones during lunch. But according to teachers who took the BCPS survey, that policy is often not enforced, and many students are on their phones throughout the day. But now BCPS is trying something new. Starting next week, when school begins, certain secondary schools are taking part in a pilot program where cell phone pouches will be installed in every classroom. At the start of class, the students are expected to place their phones in the pouch.
The goal for the next year...
BCPS Superintendent Dr. Miriam Rogers said, if the pilot program is successful during the first semester, it could be expanded during the second semester.
This will allow them to put parameters in place to restrict cell phone use during instructional time.
Project Baltimore has been covering this issue for years, interviewing teachers who were sounding the alarm about cell phones in classrooms. Marcella DeMarco spent nearly 7 years as a substitute teacher in Baltimore County schools. We spoke with her more than 3 years ago, in 2021.
And it frustrated me because I felt as if in the classroom they should be doing classwork, not YouTubing, not texting.
DeMarco told us students are constantly on their phones. It's a problem, she said, at one time that mostly affected middle and high schoolers. But now students as young as kindergarten have phones, and they're always on them.
I can tell you, when I walked around the buildings and looked in other classrooms, that I saw similar behavior from what I experienced.
It took a few years, but local school systems are now more aggressively addressing the issue. Anne Arundel County, earlier this month, revised its cell phone policy. Elementary and middle school students must have their phones off or on silent mode and out of sight throughout the school day. High school students may only use their phones during lunch. Violations will result in disciplinary action, ranging from warnings to confiscation.
We know that in our school district, they are significant distractors. If these adjustments do not work, I will, as superintendent, move to recommend a more rigorous way to ensure that cell phones do not interfere in our students' ability to be educated properly in this county.
There is no need for cell phones as an instructional tool.
Carroll County in July revised its policy. For most students, cell phones must be silenced and stored out of sight at all times. For high school students, cell phones can only be used in hallways during class changes and during lunch.
We do not need cell phones in classrooms.
The move to limit cell phone usage in classrooms has faced some pushback. Opponents argue cell phones can be used as instructional tools while giving students the opportunity to communicate with parents during an emergency. We will stay on this topic in the weeks and months ahead, but in the meantime, we want to hear from you. What is your child's school doing to limit cell phone usage in the classroom? Is it working? Do you agree with the strategy? Do you think the schools should be doing something differently? Call our hotline, send me an email, follow us on social media, or head to foxbaltimore.com to follow our progress. I'm Chris Pabst, and this is Project Baltimore.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.